Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you yet again with another 10 Car Tuesday episode. And this time we're going to take a look at some Club V-Dub, and really these are all going to be Volkswagen vans, buses, whatever you want to call them, campmobiles, double cab pickups, all sorts of fun stuff from Club V-Dub. So these have been in my collection for quite a long time actually. I think the newest series that we've got in here is going to be like Series 5. And I don't know. I think they're like on Series 10 or 12 or who knows by now. There's been a lot of them. And really the bus hasn't been the dominant casting in the series any longer with the advent of new castings and stuff like that for Volkswagen. But there was a time back in the day when I wanted to collect every single one of these that came out. And then eventually that got overwhelming, or very quickly it got overwhelming. And I was a carded collector at the time, so none of these were cracked. But I did pick out 10 of them to keep, and the rest of them I ended up, I think, just getting rid of a diecast meet. So anyway, this is what remains, and we're going to go ahead and go through them. I selected these to keep for various reasons. Some of them are tooling variations, and some of them are just I thought looked good, and some of them just look basic. So let's just go through them. All right, so this first one's a 1978 Volkswagen Type 2. Champagne Edition 2 bus from Club V-Dub Series 2, and I probably kept this one for the deco. I made this decision I wasn't going to keep all of them a while ago. So Series 2 on this one. And the casting is really nice. It's just that they've released, I don't know, probably 100 different ones of this tooling. So if you start counting all the different variations, the camper and all that jazz. So you might as well look at it here. So 2051 is the serial number on the bottom. And is that an 83 for the casting number? Yeah, it looks like it. Well, we'll see that a bunch. Don't really need to look at tooling number because I think these are all going to be basically the same tooling. Or the base is the same tooling. We'll get into differences here as we go. But yeah, it's a nice tooling. It's got inserted details for the headlights, painted taillights, and overall it looks really good and to scale. So I like this one. I like this one in orange with like a maroon. Very cool. And overall quite good. So I like that one. I have a couple other loose ones still that I kept as well, but yeah. So I just kind of narrowed it down before I ended up opening all the ones that I had. This one is Series 5, 1968 Volkswagen Type 2 campmobile in just a plain white. I think I kept this one for two reasons. I have the green machine of it. I think that's one. The other reason is that little brush guard in the front. Just a unique tooling accessory that I thought I'd keep this as an example of it. Oh, we got a tire issue there. Hang on, we'll try to fix that and pause this. All right, well, I got the tire on there, but it's still going to require a little bit more surgery to get it to... It needs some little flashing cut off. I actually had to flip the tire around because the other one side of it was completely screwed up. But anyway, yeah, like what I was saying was the brush guard was cool, and I think this was the first one to feature this little tooling accessory, so I thought I'd get it for that. Plus, it's a camper, and that's kind of neat, too. Although, these are hard to display, these campers. This one also has the inserted tail lights. So there is a variation there as well, as we're going to see. There's a couple different things that they did with this tooling that was kind of interesting. One being a difference in tail light. So you can see these are actually jeweled. These are not. These are just painted, so it's actually a different tooling in the back. Let's see. So yeah, it still is tooling number 83, and that's what it's going to say on all of these because the base tooling is the same, even though there's going to be some variations in the body tooling. Anyway, so there's that one. Kind of a neat one. Came out of the thing slightly damaged, of course, with that the tire for one, and then looks like there's a chip in the paint up here too as well. So not quite a winner there. All right, next let's go with another variation of the tooling. This is the 1968 Type 2 T2 double cab pickup. from Club V-Dub Series 4. No sense in looking at the card art on all these. It's probably got one of the most boring card art designs in Greenlight history. And it never changed throughout the whole Club V-Dub lifespan so far. And there's still, like, if you look at the back of this, just real quick, I know I said this is boring, but we're going to look at it anyway. So they've done the Golf now. This was way before the Golf came out. They did the Golf. They've done these buses. They've done the Beetle. They have not done that guy there, the Thing. They haven't done... Well, they've done a new Beetle back in the old Motor World days. And then what is this one right here? That's not the Type 3, is it? No, I don't think it is. But it'd be interesting to see if we get those three here on this side eventually. It'd be kind of cool. All right, just to add to the tooling number for Volkswagen, for Greenlight. All right, so this is the double cab pickup, and it's a pretty sweet little tool as well. This one does get his own tooling number, so this is GL114, and the base is different, which is why it gets its own tooling number. Yeah, but its construction is very similar. So you've got, again, inserted details for the headlights. This one has painted taillights, although they look like the style of the jeweled ones here. You can see some differences there. But yeah, kind of a cool tooling. And this, I think this was the first one to come out, was this basic color in this blue. And I think it looks really, good. So decided to pick it up and add it to the collection, and then I just later on decided to keep it instead of get rid of it. So passed the test twice. This one actually rolls really solidly too, which is also cool. All right, moving on. Here's one more double cab. I'm just gonna get this one out of the way. This is a shell livery one. I just thought this one looked nice, and the other reason why I kept this one too is because I also have the green machine of this one. I believe I found the green machine of this in the wild. Same tooling number. I love these wheels. Fantastic. But yeah, your basic shell livery. Different taillights on this one. You can see. And I like these Volkswagen buses and vans, but I couldn't tell you the difference between, the different taillights and what that means or any of that stuff. I am not a Volkswagen expert, nor do I really care to be. I'm sure it's interesting, but I'm not going to be able to tell you all the little differences, and I'm just not that well read when it comes to these vehicles. So this should have that same tooling number, right? 114. All right. Moving on. Number 5. Let's go to another wild one. This one's 1976 Volkswagen Type 2 double cab pickup. So another double cab pickup. This time it's got the... Oh, I forgot to open this one. Whoops. Got the scissors. So when I saw that this one was coming out, I'm like, what are they doing here with this ladder truck thing? That is a pretty crazy accessory for this casting, if I do say so myself. And it's pretty cool. It doesn't articulate, which is somewhat of a disappointment. It would be so awesome if this thing like moved up and down and stuff and moved all around. But no, it does not. It is static. I get it. It's a cost-cutting thing. I mean, they're not going to be able to make this thing articulate and all that stuff. But it makes it seem fragile. That's one downfall of it. The other problem is that, like, this is a hard piece to store. I almost didn't keep this one just because of that fact. It's not going to fit in a Plano case. It's not going to fit in really any of my cases to display on the wall. And furthermore, it's as a loose car. It's not going to fit well in a jammer or anything like that. I haven't tried it in the large slot one of these, but we'll see what happens when I do. But either way, you probably don't want it banging around in one of those because it's probably going to get damaged. Really, the best thing to do is probably just keep where did I put it now? But probably just keep like the insert for it from the packaging and use that as your some sort of protecto or something for it if you were to store it loose. Where did I put it? Sorry, guys. Here it is. So what you could do, and I'm just going to do that real quick just to show you what I mean. I screwed up the way that I cut the packaging, though. That would allow for this even better. But you can keep, I guess you can just keep this part of it here. Sorry, we're getting a little arts and crafts on here, and I apologize for that. I just want to show you what I mean. Is you keep that section, and you keep this section, and we just put it back in here, and we put it like this, and then you can store it in a box. Come on, let's be honest. I mean, you don't have room to display everything, so a lot of stuff ends up in cardboard boxes, and for the loose collector, it's always good to have some sort of solution for a vehicle like this, and I think this is your solution. This is how you'd have to store it. You could tape it on the sides and stuff too if you wanted to secure it more, but yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave that in there for now. All right, I think the last of these, well, we got a couple of, here's a basic one. Another, this is a Westfalia campmobile, 1968 Volkswagen Type 2 T2. These ones you don't have to worry about too much. This top portion is not really that fragile. This is another one I believe I kept because I do have the green machine for it. And I apologize, I did not get the green machines out. There was a time when I was like kind of a little crazy and I thought maybe I would go after all the green machines of all the Club V dubs as well as all the Club V dubs. And that's just really wildly ambitious and inappropriate for anyone's collection to try to do. It's just crazy. They would have to be like the focus of your entire collection. And there's so many other things I enjoy more than these that I decided to completely abandon that. All right. So again, it's your basic casting, but with a camper top. Same camper top as this one. I don't have any. There is one with the reverse camper top where it pops up the other way. And I don't have any of those here, but I do have some loose somewhere to show you. But nice little flower power design, hippied out bus, and I thought that was kind of neat. And plus, like I said, I've got the green machine of this, so decided to keep it. And of course, we're going to see the 83 tooling number on this one. There you have it. Pretty cool. All right, and what is next? See here, 1977 Volkswagen Type 2 bus, Series 3. This one's basic little tooling accessory is the roof rack, which looks pretty good. It's got those style taillights. Yeah, this one's got the jeweled ones, by the way. If you guys are keeping score. Interesting serial number, no, 328. Basic design, and I kind of like it, so that's why I kept it. I mean, Volkswagen buses are cool. I mean, they're one of the coolest vehicles ever invented. 1968 Volkswagen Type 2 T2 bus from Series 4. This one has a roof rack as well, but a different roof rack. And there you have it. This one's got the inserted taillights. Ooh, this one's roof rack is on crooked as can be. And that is because I'm probably going to break it. Oh, shit, I broke it. All right. It's fixable. I swear it is. It's fixable. Yeah, if it is fixable. Basically it's got these two little posts and that it is glued actually to the roof. with apparently not super strong glue. So easily I could just glue it back on the roof, and when I do that, I'll make sure I put it on straight and all that jazz. Obviously, we're not going to do that here, but there's a look at the roof rack. Very cheap little plastic piece. Kind of an odd-looking sort of rack. And but here's the fans. Cool colors on this thing. So, yep, that'll be a little mini project there. Getting that back on. Little fun thing for later. And the last two I got because they were just kind of interesting. So this one is the 75 Volkswagen Type 2 panel van. Only panel van that we've seen so far in this little group. This is from Series 8. So this is the panel version, the windowless rear version. Oh, it's got one rear window. I like the panel van though. It leaves lots of room for graphics. And this one gets Gulf livery, and I kind of like this Gulf livery where the dominant color is orange instead of blue. Basic bus. I think it looks pretty awesome. So that's why I decided to hang on to this one. Pretty neat indeed. All right, and then lastly, this one I thought was kind of interesting just because it's the only one I think that they come out with it as an ambulance. So a 1975 Volkswagen Type 2 ambulance from Series 3. Now let's see how crooked the cherry on top is. It looks pretty crooked. I'm not going to mess with it though. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be angled out like that. But whatever, it's different in comparison to all the basic ones, so and that's why I decided to pick it up. And I think actually I have the green machine of this one as well. So there's that, I guess, as well. And that's going to be it for this episode. So favorite one out of all these, I don't know. I like this nice basic one. I like the color of it. It's very period correct, so I enjoy this one. The basic double cab pickup is really cool too. So that's kind of the two that are more up my alley, I guess. It was being really nice. This one's actually really nice as well. I mean, they're all kind of cool in their own right. If you're a Volkswagen fan, I mean, this is a great casting to collect because there are tons of them. If you like to make scenes where there's like a ton, like it's almost like a Volkswagen bus meet where there's like a million of them in one place, you can definitely do that with Greenlight. Definitely. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Yeah, check out the other episodes in the playlist, both in the Greenlight playlist and in the 10 Car Tuesday playlist. Hopefully you enjoy it. We'll see. I'm running out of cars to show you for 10 Car Tuesday. The carded stuff. I still have a few more episodes we can do. Some of the last ones will probably be random, and then we might kill this series. I don't know. If we do, it will get replaced with something as usual. Kind of like when I got rid of Matchbox Monday and then started For the Peace Friday. Those were kind of done at the same time-ish. Or kind of that was my intention, is to get another video and then eventually phase out Matchbox Monday. And I think that's probably what I'll do with 10 Car Tuesday. But there will always be fun stuff to show you. So that's it. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Have a good day.